Yo, what's going on, everyone? Today is another trade recap day. Today we did pass another eval on Top Step, which was sweet. I'll be breaking down my trade, why I entered, all my confluences, and what you guys should expect from me moving forward. So let's just get started. Let's hop right into it. Um, is this the new account? I don't know which one's which. I think it's this one. Yep, it's this one. Um, this is the account I took the trade on. As you can see, here's the trade. And let's get right into it. So going into the day, I was bullish. We were getting big legs up. We got out of this range here, started seeing legs up. We were respecting bullish order flow, as you can see, and disrespecting bearish order flow. These bearish gaps here. Boom, boom. I'm respecting this one. Boom, boom. Let's scale down. In terms of hourly fair value gaps, we had a 4-hour fair value gap here that was unfilled, and an hourly unfilled fair value gap below. As you can see right there, boom. Today was very messy, as you can see. There's multiple setups that I wanted, and it just kept failing to um, inverse the fair value gap to the upside. So I kept having to wait and being super patient with my entries, and I'm glad I did that because I would have fucked myself if I didn't. So let's get straight into it. So immediately off market open, we start pumping up, and we take out sell side liquidity, which was this high right here. But we still have other highs above us. We have hourly equal highs here, or relative equal highs, sorry, and then all-time highs up here. So we still did have some buy side above us. In terms of sell side, there wasn't really many draws of liquidity, but there was several unfilled fair value gaps that I was looking to see get traded into for us to push higher. Ideally, what I wanted going into market open was an open low close high. So that means 9:30 opens, right? 9:30 candle opens. We tap into this. This right here is high time frame EQ. And equilibrium is the low of the range to the high of that range. I wanted it to trade into EQ for a discount to go long, trade into any of these hourly gaps, this 5-minute gap, this 30-minute gap, this 15-minute gap. One of these gaps I wanted to see off market open get taken out, and for us to respect and go higher and take out this high. That didn't happen. Instead, we swept the buy side liquidity and started pushing lower into those gaps. So it just took a little bit longer. We swept buy side, then tapped into PD raise, then moved even higher and took out other buy side liquidity, which is this high right here. And honestly, I think all-time highs could get taken out later as well. So let's talk about the first entry that I saw. So we took out this high here. After we took out this high, I was like, okay, I'm just going to be looking for continuation longs. I'll just wait for continuation long to continue to go higher towards this high or all-time highs. So we form a 5-minute fair value gap here. We tap into it. We have a bullish SMT, and on the 1-minute time frame, we had an unfilled fair value gap, and it just couldn't inverse the 1-minute fair value gap, so that failed. Then we went even lower, re-swept the initial low that tapped into the 5, created another bullish SMT, because the first bullish SMT was off of this low right here to this low. But then we re-swept this low, and NQ took out this low, whereas ES didn't. Show you that. Whereas ES didn't at that time. You can see it's above. And I was looking again for us to inverse something else to the upside. And we did. We inversed a 3-minute fair value gap. But I'm so glad I didn't enter here, because look what happened. As soon as this 3-minute inverse presents itself, the next candle, fucking Drake candle to the downside. Fucking boom! Straight down. It must have been news or something, because I'm like live market, it happened like that. Like instantly. As soon as we inversed it, it just fucking tanked. I didn't even have time to hit buy if I wanted to. So I'm glad I didn't, because I would have gotten fucking instant stopped, like instantly. So that trade didn't present itself. So these are 2 failed attempts to go higher. Am I discouraged from taking longs continuing? No, I'm not. Why? Because we're creating good buy side liquidity here. We're generating liquidity. We're making this high. We're making this high. We're making solid highs. So what happens? We end up inversing the 5-minute fair value gap to the downside here. We inverse it and continue to go lower. And a lot of people we're like, oh fuck, the 5 minute fair value gap got inversed. We're definitely gonna be bearish now. We gotta flip our bias. Relax, calm down for a second. Why aren't we gonna flip our bias? I'll tell you why. Because below us, there's an hourly gap, a 30-minute gap, a 5 minute gap, and a 15-minute gap. Any of these higher time frame fair value gaps will trump the inverse of that initial 5. So although this 5 minute got inverse, and that is a confluence for bearish order flow, you have to take into account the higher time frame. What is the higher time frame telling us? The higher time frame is telling us we have high time frame unfilled gaps below us. High time frame. And where are they located? They're located in a discount to go long. They're located in EQ, sorry. This is equilibrium. This green line is equilibrium. We are located in a discount to go higher. And where this discount is located, there's unfilled fair value gaps. So yes, we did inverse the 5, but it doesn't matter because higher time frame, we're bullish. So don't get caught on looking at those 5 minute inverses and be like, fuck, order flow's fucked. No, it's not. Just be patient. Just sit on your hands and just wait for what you want. So what do we see? We inverse the 5 minute, and we create a 3 minute gap above here. And we have a huge rejection wick, which is amazing. I was like, we tapped in the 5, the 30, and the hourly. And I wanted to go higher right here. Ideally, this is where I wanted to enter. And where this 3 minute is located, there is also a 5 minute fair value gap. See, boom, boom. We fail to close through it here. Then we continue to push lower. Who's calling me? We fail to push higher, and then we start pushing lower. And then we tap into the 15 minute, which is the final fair value gap located in a discount to go long. If we were to inverse this 15 minute fair value gap, I would have gotten off the charts and be like, okay, that's it. My bias is clearly wrong. We are just not bullish in any way. But we didn't. We ended up tapping into the 15 minute, creating this huge rejection wick. Look how good this rejection wick is on the 15. Look at this. Huge rejection wick to the upside, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. I want us to show that we don't have confidence to go lower. So then what happens after we tap into the 15, the 5, the 30, and the hourly? We inverse the 5 minute fair value gap, and we inverse the 3 minute fair value gap on this candle. I entered off the 5 minute. I usually don't take 5 minutes, but I just had so much confluence looking at the 15 minute wick being formed and us strongly rejecting out of this area. I was so confident that, yeah, we're going to inverse it on the 3 minute because the 5 minute candle closed before the 3 minute candle did. So I just took the 5 minute, and I'm glad I did because both the 5 and the 3 ended up inversing anyways. So I entered right here. I should have put my stop below this wick, but I was on the eval and I was risking very heavy, and this was like right here was like $1,200, and on this type of account, on this top sub account, you can't risk more than 1,000 a day. So I just had to wait. Then we started ripping up mid trade, ripping up. Why is it doing this? This is my break-even point. Was the initial inverse of that 3 minute that failed to continue to go higher. That was my break-even point. It took a minute. Don't get me wrong. It took a fucking minute for us to get there. On the 1 minute, you can see this trade took a while. If I were trading this like how I usually would, I would be targeting the top of EQ, which many day traders did. And it just took fucking forever. Like, as you can see, all this time. It didn't hit take profit until 1:29 p.m. But if I was on an XFA, I would be holding till then because that is the real draw on liquidity, not whatever this is. I just had it here because this was a $1,500 take profit. So you could have targeted this little high here, I guess, if you wanted to. If you wanted to get the low-hanging fruit. But realistically, you should be targeting this high up here, which is a 122-point move. Took fucking forever, but if you took it, good for you. I have a couple friends who took that. Just took a minute to play out. And I am confident that we will, at some point in time, take out all-time highs, probably next week. We might respect this sweep of liquidity up here for a little bit, but at some point in time, I do think we're going to go back to all-time highs. So get ready. All-time highs trading is making its return. We were bearish for a couple days, but yeah, we're going up still. But yeah, that's pretty much the trade recap for the day. It took a while. We could have, traded here, traded here, traded here. It just took a long time for us to get the liquidity necessary to push higher. And when I say get the liquidity necessary, I'm saying fill these unfilled fair value gaps sitting below us. in order for us to push higher. Any of these would have been valid if we respected this 5 minute went higher, this 30 minute went higher, this 5 minute went higher, this 15 minute. It just happened to have to take all of them out in order for it to go higher. So that's what happens when you're patient. Your patience pays. So now I'm on 2 express accounts on Top Step, and I just bought 2 alpha accounts as well. Zero balance accounts because they're running a huge sale. So I'm going to try and pass a couple accounts on alpha as well. And once that's done, I will be copy trading on all 4 of the accounts. And yeah, we're just going to keep rolling from there. My patience pays. That's kind of what I've learned most, especially during the 0 to 10K series. I did get the one payout. It was like 1,300. And then after that, I thought I was the fucking man and blew a lot of my money. And then that's when I made my whole psych series that you can go back and watch as well, talking about the importance of being patient and being humble. So this is the trade of the day. This is the trade that I took. If you took this trade or took it all the way to this high, good for you. But I'll be back on Monday. I'll be back from my vacation. I'm in Florida right now. I've been in Florida for the past week and a half. But I'll be back, and we'll be pushing out more content. I haven't really been posting very much because I've been just trying to enjoy vacation here. But when I come back, full steam ahead. We just got to keep rolling here. So that's the plan, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.